Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They got it snapped before the play clock ran out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A design run for the quarterback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams meet up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Using his feet across the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, And there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Jackson gonna throw it. He's got him this time. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Credence. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now on the move. And the Wolverines will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. The option look. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll take it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Jackson gonna throw it. They're trying to get to him. The quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 4 over Louisiana. You'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. On the move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Calls his own number. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
They want to run this quarterback. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Jackson will throw. Release to the back. Got his man down the middle. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Vols will hustle to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Huffman. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Feeling some heat. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Getting set for the point after. That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single...
And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Hums it downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over Texas Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Downfield. The defense holds.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Jackson will throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown ball! And the stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 35, Michigan 9.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll try the left side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Direct snap.
You know, when you're running the power play as a running back, you've got to be patient and know that that needs to hit up the middle. If you try to bounce it outside, you risk getting a tackle for loss, and that's what happened.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard